Hello everyone, welcome to our sports news channel. Here you are always well informed. I ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Leave your like. Thank you very much. Who dreams and how are the teams fighting for the first pick of the NBA draft? How will the NBA South race for last place end? In October 2022, the favorite for the first pick of the draft Victor Wembanyama stepped in the USA and impressed in 2 games against the G League Ignite and Scoot Henderson, another basketball promise. After that, what was called a fight like never seen before for the league bottom began. But instead, some of the worst teams in the NBA are playing their best basketball down the stretch of the season. The Houston Rockets won 3 games in a row in March, even beating the Boston Celtics. And the San Antonio Spurs already upset Western Conference leaders Denver Nuggets this month. These results show that the reformulation of the lottery, which took place in 2019 and gives equal chances to the 3 teams with the worst campaigns to keep the first choice, had the effect. However, changing the odds of other teams in the lottery has encouraged franchises that are out of the play-in to decide to think only of the future. Let's see what results these changes caused in the race for the top of the NBA draft. The favorite: Detroit Pistons. With just 1 win since February 10, the Pistons are the exception to the 2023 trend. Of Detroit's top 5 players this season, only rookie Jaden Ivey has played since early March. Cade Cunningham has been out since November with a broken tibia. Saddiq Bey was traded on deadline, and Bojan Bogdanovic and Isaiah Stewart are injured and sidelined. The same goes for the 6th man, Alec Burks. Without the seniors, the Pistons plummeted to bottom of the table with the franchise's worst record since 1979-80. It's a disappointing result for Detroit, which believed it could compete with the arrivals of Bogdanovic and Burks in a team looking to take the next step. But if nothing changes, the Pistons will have at least one of the top 5 picks in the 2023 draft to join Cunningham and Ivey. Houston Rockets v. San Antonio Spurs. In the days when each position had a different probability of winning the first pick, good runs from the worst teams in the league were rare. Between 2012-13 and 2018-19, when the rules changed, only 4 of the 21 teams that finished in the bottom 3 won more than 5 of the season's final 20 games, and one of those, the 2016-17 Brooklyn Nets, he did not own the choice. The Rockets need just 1 more win to top the mark. The Spurs, 2 more. Because, even so, they still have the same chances of selecting Wembanyama with the first pick, as long as they end up in the bottom 3. The Hornets have 4 more wins than the Spurs and 5 more than the Rockets. A basically unreachable difference, considering there are less than 10 matches to go. As a result, Houston and San Antonio continue to use their full rosters. The Rockets saw the growth of Jabari Smith Jr., pick 3 in 2022, who hit 45% of the shots he attempted after the All-Star break, up from 39% before. And Malaki Branham, pick 20 in the last draft, also shows that he has a promising future and has averaged 13.7 points per game since February 1. Alone in 4th place. Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets had a good time near the All-Star break, winning 2 straight games before the All-Star game and 3 straight after. In the last of these games, LaMelo Ball fractured his right ankle. And the Hornets have been 3-7 since then. The team has already secured one of the 4 worst campaigns in the league. But, Charlotte can't catch Rockets and Spurs if they keep winning at this rate. Will we have a race? Orlando Magic v. Portland Trail Blazers. The Magic has also been in a league of its own since the start of the season, closer to the play-in than the bottom 4. But Orlando can have company. With 6 losses in the last 7 games, the Blazers are just 2 more wins than the Magic. As long as Damian Lillard is on the court and playing at a high level, Portland has a chance to fight for play-in again. The Blazers are 3.5 games away from 10th place, but the problem is how many teams would they have to pass to go from 13th to 10th. As a result, Lillard told reporters after Sunday's loss to the LA Clippers that there comes a time when you have to stop and look. When you stop competing and start looking at the game of chess in front of you. Ahead? You need to make a decision from that. Indiana Pacers v Utah Jazz. While other teams may prioritize wins in pursuit of a play-in, the Pacers and Jazz continue to look to the draft. Utah's guard rotation is already quite different from what it was at the beginning of the season, with Malik Beasley and Mike Conley traded, Colin Sexton sidelined since February and Jordan Clarkson suffering from injuries. But the Jazz have seen good performances from Talen Horton-Tucker and are close to 10th place. Indiana wasn't thinking about the future when the trading period came to an end, renewing with center Miles Turner. But the Pacers aren't looking to win either. All-star Tyrese Halliburton has already sat out games with knee and ankle injuries. As a result, Indiana saw play-in distance widen. The Pacers could make the decision to forego the season, leaving the Wizards behind on this upside-down table and still having a chance of catching Orlando or Portland.